Let's be honest, yo. How many playas do you really, really know? I maybe know two? Maybe? Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon reviewing the Netflix movie called Players. What's about? Pretty simple premise. You have a group of 4 or 5 friends, and know what they do? They basically help each other try to get laid for the night. Pretty simple. But now, all of a sudden, this girl's like, wait a minute. I think I want to actually date this guy. And then one of the other people in the group is like, I'm actually dating this girl. But, each rom-com has, the whole buddy thing where there's always a girl and a guy in the group and they secretly like each other. This is no freaking different. So, like this film, this is the very basic run-of-the-mill rom-com with absolutely no surprises. Each character, you know exactly what they play. Each scenario, you know exactly what's going to happen. Each character dilemma, you know exactly what's going to happen. There is no ifs, ands, or buts for this movie. Don't expect any surprises. Don't expect any shock value. Yes, expect some interesting laughs and uniqueness to the film. Just saying, like, New York, if you want to put it that way. Even though when I look at this, I'm like, I would never want to live in New York, period, end of subject. But as a movie, it is very, very bare minimum for what it's going to give the audience. So when I talk about the positives, I do think Gina Rodriguez and Damon Wayans Jr. do a good job in the lead roles. They know exactly what they're supposed to do. And then the guy from Lucifer, the British guy, that's what I'm going to say, the British Lucifer guy, he's also in it. He does a fine job as a reporter, but, I mean, it's just one of those things, though, where you know exactly what he's going to play. You know exactly what she's going to play. You know exactly what these brothers are playing. You know exactly what this younger girl is going to play. It is so surface level movie making. And like I say before, I have no problem with surface level movie making, but you got to bring something different to the table. Yes, there are some different comedic moments in this, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty funny, or that's pretty funny. But at the end of the day, there is nothing that's grabbing me a hold to be like, you need to watch this rom-com because it brings something new to the table. But like I said, I think the writing is fine. It's middle of the road of what you're trying to do with this movie about, are you going to trust your instincts or your friends? Are you going to have this guy, tell you what you think is the right thing to do? Are you going to take your personality of your writing, or are you going to let someone boss you around? Yes, there's that cliche in the movie. There's the cliches of, dick jokes and, sex jokes through in and throughout. And it does make me wonder as a whole, because okay, that's a lie. I'm just not into the one night stand, scene. I want to get to know a person before I get physical with them. It's just something that I want to say I've grown up, but it's just something that I've done a couple one night stands, and afterwards it felt wrong. Wrong might be the wrong word, but it just felt not fulfilling. Like, it just didn't work for me. So when I see movies like this, sure, I see what they're going for with some of these characters, and maybe this hookup culture is something for this generation that I think kind of needs to stop. But this movie perplexes it on some levels where, you have this hookup culture, but then at the same time, do you really want this hookup culture, or do you want something fulfilling when you go through life? And then I watch these TikToks where all these girls at like 39 are crying, saying like, I'm childless, I've had my hoe phase. It's like, maybe this first wave or second wave or third wave or fifth wave feminist movement isn't as good as what you really think it is. But I mean, that doesn't really have anything to do with this movie, but it does kind of when it comes to these two main characters getting older and realizing, is this hookup culture really what fulfills me? And the answer is no. So overall, Players, very run-of-the-mill movie. Yes, you're going to get a couple laughs here and there, some good chemistry with some of the characters, but do not, I repeat, do not expect anything different, unique, or just something that truly grabs you in. So Players will receive a 2 out of 5 with futons, which equals at 40%. So see the critics' news scores gave this one. So critics were at a 46% with 24 of them. Audience score 51% with over 50. Critic consensus. Players prove Gina Rodriguez remains a thoroughly charming lead, even if those charms are quite enough to compensate for a frustratingly predictable plot. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. 46, 40, 51. Chase Liaki here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing is Bluetoontopia. You Blue Tony's. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And I don't care if you watch this today, tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. I love every single freaking one of you. Just enjoy life and don't always do one night stands. It's not as cool as you think it really, really is.